I need to find another key to do it, not with A minor chords. So I don't need to go. Only the low note actually goes up on the bass line here because I don't have a low D.
Right. Shabbat shalom.
So yeah. Mostly I know key shapes.
Same.
Just like, oh, you need another key? That's what capes are for.
Yeah. Feel it. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
What was it? No, I mean, yes, people are supposed to sit on those and this. This is where we're supposed to sit. Do you have the purple?
This is very narrow.
Do you have the?
No.
You know what we could do actually if we take all the prayer books and put them here, then people have to come here to get them.
Where are they?
Do that?
Yeah. Where are they?
They're at the entrance. They're just when you walk in, you face it.
It's me. You're okay. Hello, Shabbat Shalom. Good. How are you? Actually, we're gonna bring these inside. Are there more somewhere? A few people grabbed them, but
Yeah. Put them right in the corner there.
here?
Maybe some there and some on the other side. That's it? That's how many are left?
That's what I saw over there.
People have already got. Well, over here. Everybody over here. Nobody back there. Everybody over here.
The acoustic center of the.
You're over here.
It's true.
Yeah, that's acoustic center for an audience, but we are not audience. We are all participants. They've got an excuse in that corner.
You have to understand, even when we always had to sit here during our bar about mitzvahs, the Carters were like medicine that day.
I want you to try something new tonight.
This is a good day to be out of your comfort zone.
That's true.
I'm not going to ask you to
You
do
can
it
go
for
back
as
to your
long as
comfort. I
that.
was saying you can go back to your comfort zone for Rosh Hashanah, but
Yeah. I want to be able to hear each other, feel each other. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. You think I don't, but I do. I have not, I really have, no. Exposed. It's the whole point. That's where the books are. Those are the books. No, he gets to sit in the back if there's a minion. If there isn't a minion, he has to come up. Right? Oh, you're doing that, yeah. Yeah, it's not quite like the workshop. all those.
Your hope.
We have enough of them. That's really, it is an exciting thing.
Yeah, Mike, I think that's the best way, don't you? So we need some fishing line and some cake.
You want your glasses?
Do you think they're like
I don't know that we need to. We could. Good.
Wait a minute. Lights
one
go.
of the things? Should we turn the lights on?
How we just decide? I think. Is it easy to turn them off and turn them back on, or is it sort of like a?
She thinks her glasses flat. Check behind the driver's seat. You need to go. Oh, she has another pair. She used these until check the car.
Could you get the lights from Abdallah and then switch them back on? Like, can you get some way that we can have low light here? It's not quite so bright, so we can see the candle.
Need some low light.
Are these?
Yeah, yeah.
Or is it?
He's the man down.
We'll look at it.
At least till August. Oh, wait, sorry, Cal.
Because they fired a front.
All right, so we are.
Oh, cool.
Can you be our designated post holder? Yeah, so we're gonna be on page 99.
I'm refusing to buy Bibles.
Beth, I was younger than you when I wore them.
I'm excited.
Page 99. And if you don't know this part of Abdallah, don't worry about it. Just let it wash over you. That's going to be, I think, a lot of the And it's right where it's indented on page 99. La Yehudi Ma'isahora Vesimcha Vesasoika Gentilanu Kotishudesa Ukshamanodnai Ekra. Turn the page. And if you know Havdalah, this is Havdalah. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam
peri agape, ore peri agape. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei minei betsamim, borei minei betsamim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. And now we look at the fire. You hold your hands up. So that'll come around. But as you hold your hands up, you can see the difference between light and dark, and the contrast between your hands and the fire. And you turn it over, and you can see the contrast between the reflection on your fingernails and the shadows on your hands. And then you can look at each other's eyes, see the reflection of the light in that. Where was it? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, המבדיל בין קודש לחול, בין אור לחושך, וישראל עמים ביום השביעי, ששת ימי המעשה. ברוך אתה אדוני, המבדיל בין קודש לחול. See if we can do this. המבדיל בין קודש לחול, חטאותינו ימחו, זרענו וכספנו ירבה כחול, וככוכבים בלילה. שבוע טוב, שבוע טוב, שבוע טוב, שבוע טוב, שבוע טוב, שבוע טוב, שבוע טוב. We probably have the words for the hour to be in the next page, I think. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatifli, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimhera b'yameinu yavo eleinu, Mashiach ben David, Mashiach ben David. Next page. Miriam HaNeviah, Oz Zimra beyada, Miriam nirkod itanu, lehagbil Zimrat olam, Miriam nirkod itanu, letaken et haolam. במהרה בימינו יתהווינו אל מי what's up? So now this last Shabbos, this is the last Shabbos of the year that would just pass. Like, I don't know about you. So this last Shabbos is over. And in the Ashkenazi tradition, the Sephardim have been saying Selichot every morning at dawn since the beginning of Elul. But the Ashkenazim, we wait till this Shabbos before Rosh Hashanah. Sometimes Rosh Hashanah is on Shabbos or right after Shabbos, and it's Shabbos before that. But we wait to start to say Selichot. And really, it's this first Selichot that's the Selichot service. And Selichot service is a very odd service. It is a service that doesn't have a Shema. It doesn't have an Amidah. I mean, we could do a weekday service first, but I don't think the Selichot is interpolated in with the Aleinu and the Mourner's Kaddish at the end. Selichot is a stand-alone service. It's traditionally done at midnight. There isn't a service. There isn't the midnight service, right? Except for Selichot. And what Selichot is, it is in some sense a chunk of not Rosh Hashanah services, but Yom Kippur services. It is the part of the Yom Kippur service that makes the Yom Kippur service the Yom Kippur service, sort of in the way that the Shofar service is what makes Rosh Hashanah service the Rosh Hashanah service. It's all of this confronting our own sins and mortality that it's an interesting thing. You realize that's not there in Rosh Hashanah. There are hints, Unatan et Tokef. There are hints at that. Rosh Hashanah is Yom Hadin. It's the day of judgment. It's actually all there. But you don't get to the confession of sin until Yom Kippur, except that you do in Selichot. So this is what we'll do. So Sam and I will put on talises as the leaders of the service. And on page 104, will be from. So another way to say it is that most of the service is greatest hits. You'll know a lot of them. Not everything, definitely not everything. There's one piece of the service today that Sam has brought that I didn't hear until about half an hour ago. But mostly it's going to be familiar things like this on page 104. Ashivenu Adonai Elecha Venashova Kadesh Kadesh Yameinu Kekedem Ashivenu Adoreinu Adonai Elecha Ashivenu Ashivenu Adonai Elecha Venashova Venashova Kadesh Kadesh Yameinu Kekedem. This idea, this feeling of return us, this yearning, I think is in each of us, even if we don't know what it is, we're trying to return to. And we don't know. I mean, the fact is that we don't know. It's this strange idea. We're trying to return to something. The feeling is of returning. The feeling of when you get there is like, I'm home. But you don't know where you're going. Page 110. It says, for personal reflection, some advice on this journey. And I think this is excellent advice. I'm gonna share the beginning out loud, but I think some of this is too personal to be a reading that we all do. Be patient toward all that is unresolved in your heart. Try to love the questions themselves. Do not now seek the answers, which cannot be given because you would not be able to live them. And the point is to live everything. Live the questions now. Perhaps you will then gradually, without noticing it, live along some distant day into the answer. Sam's going to teach us a melody now for the text on the top of page 110. And as you learn the melody, as the melody washes over you, maybe you can go back and read the rest of the English there. The soul is yours, the body is your work. Have mercy on your creation. As we are familiar, I think, on page 117, our God and God of our ancestors, we are your people, and you are our God. We are your children, and you are our Father, our Mother.
Anu amecha ve'ata Eloheinu, anu vanecha ve'ata Abinu, anu avadecha ve'ata Adonai. Secha ve'ata go'aleinu anu tznecha ve'ata ro'einu anu karmecha ve'ata noteinu anu ve'ulatecha ve'ata elotzeinu anu ve'ulatecha ve'ata dodeinu anu segulasecha ve'ata kiroveinu anu amecha ve'ata malkeinu anu me'amilecha ve'ata amireinu Allayo, Allaya, da 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 da, ay 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 yo, Allaya, ba ba ba, ay 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 Allayo, ay ay da 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 da, ay 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 yo, ay ay da 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 da.
I ask for a volunteer to go open the ark for us. We're turning to page 120. The promise of the 13 attributes that Moses heard from God, from the divine voice itself in the moment of forgiveness for the greatest sin. Page 120, the 13 attributes.
Adonai, Adonai, El Rakom Echanun, Erech Apayim, V'Rav Chesed Ve'emes, Noiteh Chesed Lo Alofim, Noiteh Avon V'Apesha, V'Chata V'Nakeh.
We could close the ark, just the doors, leave the curtain open. Back to our Torah. I'm on page 124. Ya ana emtsacha mekumcha na'ale v'ne'elam. Ve'ana lo emtsacha kevodcha male olam. Darashti kirvatcha b'chol libi karaticha. V'tziti likratcha likrati mitzaticha. Uv'pil'ei gvuratcha b'kodesh chaziticha. Soul of eternity, my strength, my song, where will I find you? Your place is a mystery far away. But where will I not find you? Your glory fills the world. I sought your nearness. I called you with all my heart. And when I went out to find you, I found you coming toward me. Breathless, I witnessed your power, and in holiness I gazed. Page 127 on the bottom, 127, let's say together. Our God and God of all generations, may our prayers reach your presence. And when we turn to you, do not be indifferent. Adonai, we are arrogant and stubborn, claiming to be blameless and free of sin. In truth, we have stumbled and strayed. We have done wrong. Together we confess. Together we take responsibility. On the next page.
Yatnu, Tafalnu Sheker, Ay, lay, 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 ya, la, lay, 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 ya, la, la, lay, 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 Yatnu Ra, Kizamnu, Latznu, Maradnu, Niyatnu, Sararnu, Avinu, Bashanu, Sararnu, Kishinu, Repai, lay, 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 Rashanu, Shichatnu, Tiavnu, Tainu, Titanu, ay, lay, 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 di, day, 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 day.
Let us continue in the English. We abused and abandoned. We acted without thinking. We blamed others when we failed. We boasted and belittled. We coveted and corrupted. We coerced the weak to do our will.
We drove away those who we loved with silence. We deceived and denied. We enticed and enslaved. We exalted money and material goods. Ay, da, 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 ya, da, 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 ya, da, 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 da. We followed air, sea, and land. We flattered and falsified. We gravitated toward those who gossip, and we gave up our ideals and gave in to our impulses. We hated and humiliated. We held grudges and refused to forgive. We ignored and idolized. We insisted that we were right. We judged others rashly and wrongly. We were jealous and unjust.
Page 130. The ways we were wronged you under duress and by choice. To the harm we have caused to your world deliberately and by mistake. The ways we have wronged you openly and secretly. The harm that we have caused your world consciously and unconsciously. The ways we have wronged by hating without cause. The harm we have caused to your world through gossip and rumor. The ways we have wronged you through selfish or pity spirit. The harm we have caused to your world by hardening our hearts. Selichot, melach lanu, mechal lanu, kaper lanu. Continue on page 131. We stray when we sin, when we fail to make peace of highest good, and when we are silent in the face of evil, when we forsake those who suffer far away, and when we shun the wronged and destitute among us, when we diminish God's image through violence or indifference, and when we fail to take care of those who depend on us, when we engage in slander or deceit, and when we distort the truth for personal gain, when we judge others rashly or unfairly, and when we stoke the fires of communal strife, when we fail to embrace Torah, the tree of life, and walk its paths and make its ways our own, we stray and we sin. When we offer no blessing, no words of thanks for the breath within us and for the wonder of being. Ve'akulam Eloha Selichos Selach lanu mechal lanu chaper lanu Ve'akulam Eloha Selichos Selach lanu
סלח לנו מחלנו כפרנו.
Page 132. From the place where we are right, flowers will never grow in the spring. The place where we are right is hard and trampled like a yard. But doubts and loves dig up the world like a mole, a plow, and a whisper will be heard in the place where the ruined house once stood. Yuda Amichai. Can you give us a pitch? I think it's there. Page 134. We're going to hum while Sam sings, and if this isn't the right note, we'll change it.
Shema kolenu Adonai Eloheinu Chos v'rachem aleinu v'kabel b'rachamim u'b'ratzon es tefilaseinu Hashifeinu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Chadesh yameinu Chadesh yameinu
Can we have somebody go and open the ark again on page 136? We have another 13 attributes.
Adonai, Adonai, El Rachom Echanun, Erech Apayim, V'Rav Chesed V'Yemet, Noitzer Chesed L'Alafim, Nosei Avon B'Fesha, V'chata v'nakeh. In the old Ashkenazi shulam, it looked kind of like this one. Maybe exactly like this one. There were moments in the tefillah, there were moments in our prayer, in our reaching out to God, where we needed to go a little further than we'd been. And it's those moments that the Chazan would stand up and create this connection, would give this vision of a world beyond the world that we lived in, a world where we could bring our full emotion, our full heartbreak, our honest truth directly before God. And this image, this vision of going up to the Kisei HaKavod, going up to the throne, became real in the sound of the combined sound of the cantor and the congregation, and the Chazan would take them higher and higher with his voice. And I want to invite you into that. And I'm going to share a piece that would have been sung far in the past. And Reb Josh is going to sing with me, and you're going to follow what Reb Josh does. And this is from the image of after the Chet HaMeraglim, after the sin of the spies, when we didn't trust and when we sort of lost our faith in ourselves. Moshe goes up to God and asks, please forgive the iniquity of this people out of the greatness of your loving kindness. Remember that you brought us out of Egypt for a reason, so that we could stand before you in love. Don't forsake us. Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey, slava vachnu, oy vey, לעוון העם הזה, אוי ויי, גגוידל חסדךו, oy vey, oy vey, ay 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 lay ay 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 וכאשר נסע אוי ויי לעם הזה או ממצרים ויראנה ושם נאמר אבינו מלכנו אבינו עננו אבינו מלכנו חוננו עננו כי אין בנו מעשים עשה עמנו צדקה וחסד עשה עמנו צדקה וחסד ויושיענו אבינו מלכנו אבינו ועננו אבינו מלכנו חוננו ועננו כי אין בנו מעשים עשה עמנו tzedakah v'chesed. Aseh imanu tzedakah v'chesed v'hoshienu.
Forgive us, Avinu, we have sinned. Pardon us, Malkeinu, we have transgressed. For you are the one who pardons and forgives. Or maybe it's this way. Forgive us, Avinu, pardon us, Malkeinu. And God replies, no, it's you. You are the one who must pardon and forgive. Forgive the ones around you. You're wasting precious time. Forgive your parents. They did the best they could. Forgive the one who betrayed you. Let go of anger and move on. Forgive yourself for your own imperfection.
Avinu Malkeinu, Shema Kolenu.
Avinu Malkeinu, Almighty and merciful, hear our voice.
Avinu Malkeinu, Chatanu lefanecha.
Avinu Malkeinu, we have strayed and sinned before
Avinu Malkeinu, Chamol aleinu ve'al olaleinu
you. Avinu Malkeinu, have
v'tafeinu.
compassion on us and our family.
Avinu Malkeinu, kalei dever v'cherev ve'ra'av me'aleinu.
Avinu Malkeinu, halt the onslaught of sickness, violence, and hunger.
Avinu Malkeinu, kalei kol tsar u'mastin me'aleinu.
Avinu Malkeinu, halt the reign of those who cause pain and terror.
Avinu Malkeinu, chosveinu b'sefer chaim tovim.
Avinu Malkeinu, enter our name in the book of life's will live.
Avinu Malkeinu, chadesh aleinu shana tova.
Avinu Malkeinu, renew for us a year of goodness.
Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Vaneinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Choneinu Vaneinu, Ki ein banu masim, Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed v'hoshienu. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Choneinu v'aneinu, ki ein banu masim, aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed v'hoshienu. Tikiyah, Tikiyah, Tikiyah gedolah. Shana tova.
Shana Tova. Feeling just a little bit more braced. Or more broken. Bring that to the high holidays. It'll be that much more powerful. Thank you all for sharing this.
Yeah.
And let us close the ark. Yes. Thank you. שבוע טוב.
שבוע טוב. וואו.